Hey friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and welcome to Tutorial Tuesday. I think I said that right. Tonight is a special Tutorial Tuesday. I am going to be doing some breast cancer awareness earrings. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I wanted to make some projects to celebrate the brave people, women that are battling the battle of their lives. I have a cousin who has survived breast cancer. I have a grandma that had breast cancer, and coworkers and friends. And it's a big health issue for us women. So I did want to mention that wJesse James Beads has a Weed Bead Pink mix out right now. And 10% of this mix is to be donated to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. So I'm going to be using beads from that. And also Softflex has a kit for breast cancer out on their website. And due to their unboxing being later, I can't show you that one, but it is very pretty. You will see that later on this month. I also purchased some of this really pretty pink dangle chain off the wJesse James Beads website. I'll put links for all these. And then I bought some charms also, some extra charms on the wJesse James Beads website. These really cute bows. And I love these white hearts, white with the hearts. So cute. And then we'll look at this mix real quick. And then I just pulled out some things out of my stash that were pink. I've got a bunch of pink beads that we'll play with. I pulled out some pink seed beads, some more pink beads, some head pins, some pearls, and some white bicones. And then I thought we could mix some metals too. We could do some gold and some silver. It'll be very pretty. So let's take a look at this mix very quickly. It is a very nice size mix. I did kind of dig through it already. But there's some beautiful things in here. I'll just do the highlights. You've got these really huge faceted beads. I think I'm going to do some necklaces and some bracelets too. I don't have them here in front of me, but I did buy some stamped charms that have sayings on them that are really great for if you know anyone that's fighting this fight. From Goody Beads, so I'll show those in another video. But I love these big, they look like marbles. Lots of tassels in this mix, some pretty drops, pearl drops, faceted heart, adorable, lots of cool crackle beads, and then they have a lot of these ribbons. Like I said, I did dig through this already. But, so some of my, there were lots of rondelles with the rhinestones too. I pulled some of those out already. Cute flower tassels. Lots of tassels. You got the cotton tassels. There's the suede tassels. The little, what I call fairy dress tassels. The, really pretty pink and gold ribbons. I think there's several other kinds of ribbons. Yeah, these say Hope in silver. Lots of bead caps, crystal rondelles. Oh, there's also butterflies in here that are real pretty. So anyway, is this a different one? I think those are the same. There's two sets of the ribbons, so you don't have to buy more charms, but I will put all the links. This set came with 2, and these came with 2 with the little hearts. And like I said, I'll link everything. So I thought we'd just make some earrings. I don't really have a plan. I just pulled a bunch of stuff out that I thought would be fun and make really pretty earrings with. We may or may not do anything with this today, but I'm just going to put it here because it's pink and it's pretty. And I'll move my elephant up here. And these pearls I thought were real pretty also, so I definitely want to use those. And then I have some regular chain, and I just pulled out some head pins, I've got regular head pins and ball head pins. And then we've got 26 gauge gold and silver wire and 22 gauge gold and silver Softflex wire, which I love. And then if that wasn't enough fun and things to choose from, I also pulled out the pink rhodochrosite Softflex beading wire. So I thought that would be fun too. So I thought we'd do a couple pair, maybe 2-3 pair of earrings. And of course, we got to use charms. I think I just really love these hearts so much. And I thought that these charms would be super cute with the pearls. And I wanted to mix metals because these have gold, but I also love silver. So maybe we'll pull some gold bead caps out of here. All these came in that mix from Jesse James Beads. I just had pulled them out. Maybe we'll do some crackle beads. I like that. We'll just some really cute earrings with the hearts. These are little enamel hearts. Just love them. They are textured on the back. But, so let's think about this. So I think I would like to just do a very simple pair and maybe just play around a little bit with some wire. If we're going to use gold, maybe I will pull a little bit of silver. Oh, these are fun. These are hematite. They're kind of like the potato chip beads. They came from Bargain Bead Box, but see how they look stacked? I would definitely want to use some of these. That'll be our mix of silver. Definitely. Do 3 of those. And then the ear wires are going to be silver also. So I think that's a good start. So I'm going to use some of this 22 gauge Softflex craft wire, non-tarnish. And I think I'm just going to make like a stack and a loop like we do. I just think these charms are just so adorable. I want them to just really be featured in these earrings. Hope you all are doing well. We had all kinds of drama over here. Our big tree in our front of our house, 50 years old, fell over. And thank goodness nobody was hurt. But it was kind of sad. It's a pear tree, but a male pear tree, and the city workers told us they don't last more than 50 years. So that was a bummer, but it was, you know, fortunate it didn't hit the house or anybody. So I'm grateful for that. And it got much cooler here. Happy to report. I hope things are okay where you are. You're doing well. And the other big news is I opened my Etsy shop this weekend. I only have 5 items on there right now, but hey, it's open. So you may see, I'll link my Etsy shop in the description too. You could take a look. So this will be a new adventure for me, and I will share that adventure with you. Any of you that are thinking about opening an Etsy shop, I just opened one. So I'm brand spanking new at it. I'm sure I'm going to make mistakes, but I'm going to learn from them, and I will pass that knowledge on to you. So right now, we've got our little heart, and I think we'll do a bead cap, and actually, maybe we'll do those potato chip looking. So these are hematite, and they're kind of interesting. They're faceted on up little ends. So they look wavy. I don't think they're actually wavy, though. They're kind of give the illusion of wavy. But they stack. I don't know. Maybe they are wavy. Maybe my eyesight's failing me. But I like the way those look. So a new type of spacer bead to play with. And like I said, I found those on Bargain Bead Box. They had them in all different finishes. But they run out of stuff, so if you want them, you better hop on over there. I'll try to look up what they're called. I think I have the paper right here. 6mm hematite something strand, man-made. So that's very cute. I think I'm going to wrap this. And then we'll do a... My dad was so funny. He goes, you do a lot of messy wraps. I want to see you do a neat wrap. So we're going to do neat wrap for my dad today. You hear that, Dad? Neat wrap. Here we go. Neat wrap. I do like the messy wrap. I thought that was funny. All right. And I'm just going to come in with my nippers and all right. So we've got our drop here. I'm going to make sure this piece is tucked in. If you've never mixed your metals, try it. And it's, you know, if it seems overwhelming, this is pretty much, you know, the same color in different shades. And so you're just changing out the metal. And of course, silver is cool and gold is warm. So you kind of have that playing off each other. And I do love these pearls. So I think we'll do a little pearl. I'm trying to think if we want to... I don't think... Maybe a little... I was trying to think if we want to put a little crystal or anything. But I think we'll leave it simple. Let's leave this one simple. Just grab some more wire. That's my big news, the tree and the Etsy shop. And I'm happy it's fall. It's my favorite season. It really is. I love the chill in the air, and I'm not a pumpkin spice girl, but I do love maple. Maple anything, maple flavored anything is fine by me. And of course, stew and chili and all that cold weather food I love very much. So I just made another loop, and I'm just going to add another neat wrap for my dad. And you know what I think? I'm going to do three. Let's do a stack of 3 pearls. We're going to make this simple but long earrings. I think that would be very pretty, actually. These pearls are super pretty. I wish I could remember where I got them. They may have been a Bargain Bead Box purchase at some point. So let's do 3 pearls to pick up the white in that. Charm. That's cute. I like that. Okay. And of course, we're going to use our French ear wires. Those are my favorite. Another neat wrap. That's 3 in a row. Yeah, so I've been really enjoying the cool weather. It's my favorite. Pulled out all my sweaters. pulled out the warm blankets. The dogs just love to cuddle up under those. So we're very cozy over here in North Texas. All right, and we're going to use a French ear wire. I like those a lot. They're easy to open and close. We're just going to close that bad boy up. And here is our first pair of breast cancer awareness earrings. Now, I haven't forgotten about our color theory. I do have the bargain bead box that we got this month, and I will be doing probably a very extensive video this weekend with that. So if you're looking for color theory videos, never fear, I'm still your girl. We will have those. I'm going to do the mate off camera. But this is our mixed metal heart earring. Very cute. Let me move these guys over. Let me pull out 2 more pearls so I don't run out of any for that second earring. And then, let's see what we want to do next. I think we should certainly do something with the ribbons. And for these, I think it'd be nice to have like one big bead and maybe a bunch of dangles hanging from that big bead. This guy I only have one of, but that's a little too big. That's probably going to be more for a necklace. I love that though. And these guys are really cool. I love that swirl in there. So let's see. These might be kind of fun to hang a few. And I do have some chain here. So maybe we'll do a few lengths of chain. And I think some cotton tassels. Maybe, let's look in here. Ooh, check those out. That's kind of dramatic. So maybe we'll do some sparkly and dramatic. I like these too, with the sparkly rondelles on them, or the rhinestones. So yeah, well, let's do that. And how do these look? Oh, cute. Okay. All right, I think we got our second. I'm going to do some more dangles, though. I think I'm going to grab another pearl. I think 3 dangles. So this will be... So the beaded chain will be 1 dangle. And then maybe the pearl and the little cotton tassel, and let's put a little rondelle with that. And for the third tassel, oh, these butterflies are cute. These came from somewhere in my stash too. We'll do a little butterfly maybe. And what else we have in this Jessie James Beads mix? Let's do I like that. I don't know where we're going to put that yet. Maybe a light pink. Light pink, and I have a hot pink pearl for my stash. That's cute. So there's dangle 2. And then we'll hang, maybe we'll hang this from one of these guys. That'll be 3. And so then, once we've done that, we'll hang this. I love these. Those are cool. And we'll do a bead cap. And we'll do, I'm just laying it out to see. Then the question is, how long do we want this? So all these are going to hang from, what, a jump ring? What are we going to hang those from? Oh, we're going to do a loop. That's right, we're going to do a loop. So maybe we should make that part first. No, we got to make the dangles first. Going to make the dangles first. So let's tackle our charm with our dangles. And I think I want this to be the longest. So I think I'm going to do 5 of these. So for these chains, if you get any of them, you can see that you've got a dangle on a very small jump ring. I'm just going to cut this jump ring that, make sure, oh, I don't want to get rid of that. Actually, I want to keep this loop. So this little bar with the hole in it, you got to be a little bit careful, and you don't want to cut. You want to cut the bar only. Okay. So, got one of those. And actually, that works out nice because we'll be able to attach our we've got this end that'll be in the earring, or in the jump ring, and then we'll hang this from here, so it'll be next to the dangle, but I don't think the dangle will hide it. If it does, I'll just maybe we should do it this way. Let me see what this looks like. I'm just thinking about how this is going to hang on the, on the earring. I think we want to go this way. Okay, so, and these are really tiny, the holes in the bars. So I'm going to use some 26 gauge. I don't have any jump rings that are going to fit through there. So we're just going to use some 26 gauge craft wire and do a little mini wrap. And sorry, Dad, but this one's going to have to be messy. So, but I don't think we need much. We're just going to take a little, and we will put our little ribbon on here. And then I think I'm going to make a loop and twist these like this. There's our messy wrap. It's real tiny though, so it's not really going to be, not too bulky. And then this string we'll put through our little end right here. Like this. I hope you can see it. Slides right through there. And now we're going to have to, you do want a little bit of play so that this moves. So I would just fold it over like that and come back around with your other piece of wire. You could even go all the way down and make it look like a bead cap if you wanted. I'm not going to do that, but you could. And then we're just going to make this neater. Cut a little piece. Save those little pieces because you never know when you need to do another tiny little wrap somewhere or fill in somewhere. It's very helpful to have those. And also that way you're not wasting. Okay, so I'm just gonna clamp down on these so nothing's sticking out. Sorry if I just moved the camera. I'm working on getting a new setup, so I'm not moving the camera. I'm not bumping the camera quite so much. That's coming, but right now I have to stick with what I've got. So, all right, this is our first dangle for the earring, and that's our longest dangle. Just like that. It's going to go like that. So let me move him to the side, and we will do our next one. We're just going to put on some regular chain, and I think the other two dangles will be shorter, of course, than this. Let me see. I'm just going to eyeball this and see kind of where I want it hanging. So we're going to go this way. Keep in mind, these are going to be a length also. So let me see how this looks. So I think maybe like that. So how big is that? That's about 1.5 inches. And I'm just going to cut this one, and then I will cut the other one right next to it like we do on our wire. If you've not seen this before, when I cut chain, especially chain, I mean, this would be very tedious to count all these little sections. So you can just take, and here's another example of why it's good to have extra wire laying around. You can literally just take the one that you cut that you like the length, put it on a piece of wire, and then just line them up next to each other. And you're going to cut, line them up and then cut. And if you're off by a little segment, it's easy to see and you can adjust it. Let's see how we did. Yeah. So let me move this out of the way. And we're going to probably use these actually. Well, we'll see. I think that I think our head pins will fit through these links. So I think I'm going to use ball head pins. So I pulled some of those out. Here's a couple of those. I like the way that they look like they have a little bead. If you don't have these, then what you can do, a little helpful hint from Heloise, you can take a regular head pin and just put a silver seed bead or a round bead, if you like a little 3mm or 2mm round silver spacer bead, and you pretty much get the same effect. So if you don't have any ball head pins, but you want that look, you can still achieve it. Just another little hint there. Another little tip for you. Okay, so let's do our cute butterfly or flutterby. I do want to add another bit of gold. I think there's these really pretty fluted gold beads in that Jessie James Beads mix. We will grab one of those, and I think also I want to use this little guy, little daisy spacer. Cute. So there's our other dangle. And I'm going to make this loop little so he goes into the chain nicely. So there's my little we're going to slide our chain on. Messy wrap. Messy wrap on these, Dad. Sometimes tucking that end in can take a minute, but it'll go. I think it is helpful to use the bent nose pliers sometimes, or I also love that, that I know I've said it before, this guy is also very helpful. Maybe I'll use him. He's got all those little curves in there, even though this is for crimping. I like to grab my little ends with it too. Especially, it gets into tight spaces, which I like. I might just trim the rest of that. It's wrapped very good, so we don't need that little end. All right, so now we've got two. Last one. So for this one, we're going to put a little tassel on the end. So I'm just going to make a loop on the end of this one. Thought I had some with loops. Maybe I do. Let me look here. I don't do the greatest job of organizing my my head pins. I also have loop ones in here somewhere. There's one. I mean, you can make your own loop. I'm just being a little... See, this one already has a loop on it. You can make your own, of course. This will be a little faster. I'm just going to open him up. And I love these little tiny tassels. They're cute. Oh, you know what? He's too little. So check this out. So that loop, he's not going to move. And you want your dangle, you mean your tassel to move. So we are going to have to make our own loop. No biggie. We can do that. Always be flexible. You never know what's going to happen. That's why I like doing these designs on the fly, so you can see if I encounter a mishap, you can learn from my challenge. So I am going to be conscious and make a bigger loop. So I'm going to go towards the end of this to make a bigger loop so that hangs nicer. We'll see if this is big enough. If not, we'll have to make another one. But we're about to, I think that's going to be big enough. Probably didn't need to go that big, but better safe than sorry. Let's see, now he moves freely. Much better. All right. I think that'll go around hopefully twice. I think. There we go. We'll add our pretty pearl. Whoops, come back here. Dropping beads like I do. All right. That almost needs another little bit of color, I think. Maybe we should add a little gold to this as well. Let's see. I don't think I have too many of those. I guess we can do another one. We'll put them at the top. Oh yeah, I like that. I like it. All right. So now we're going to attach this to our chain. We are going to make a small loop again, so we're going to come to the end of these pliers for that. Oh yeah, so getting back to our tree, we did not hear anything. What we heard was the city. The city trucks came because the tree fell across our front yard onto the sidewalk and into the street. And so my dogs were going mad, and we finally poked our heads out. We had just gotten the mail. We hadn't gotten it the night before, and the tree was up, and next thing we know, tree's not up anymore. Yeah, sad. But I will say we are very lucky it didn't hit the house, and it didn't hit any kids because we lived near school. And apparently there was a gentleman that was walking his dog that had just walked by. So nobody got hurt. That's the main thing. And we do have a nice, beautiful, big magnolia tree in the backyard. So I would be devastated if something happened to that tree. Not that I'm happy about the tree in the front, but I'm more happy that nobody was hurt. Okay. So here's our dangles. They're cute, aren't they? That's going to be a cute earring. So now I'm going to take my 22 gauge. I think I'm going to do gold this time. Since we're mixing the gold and the silver, let's do gold. We'll just continue with our mixture of metal theme. And let's make our loop. This is the loop we're going to hang the dangles from. So I'm going to make it big enough that they will hang freely. So let's put this one on. Oops. Cooperate, please. And then we're going to put on, now this might be a challenge, we'll see. But I think since I left that one jump ring on, is good. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, if you know someone that likes long earrings, this is our long earring of the evening. Okay. I like a long earring. And they look great, I think, on whether you have long hair and you're wearing it up, or half up and half down, or if you have really short hair. I think long earrings look great on everybody. If you've never tried wearing a long earring, give it a try. I think you'll like it. They definitely make a statement. I'm just going to come around and close this. All right. Now let's add these silver bead caps I got from Bargain Bead Box. And this pretty bead came from a Jesse James Beads mix. I'm not remembering what it's called right now, but it came from a mix. And this, I love this. People are going to see you coming and going with these on. For sure. For sure. Make another little loop. I might have to wear these tomorrow. Either that or they're going on the Etsy shop, one of the two. So yeah, so now the trick is to load the Etsy shop. So it takes a minute because you've got to put a lot of information. I think, though, it's worth it because hopefully, you know, you've answered any questions somebody has. Although the nice feature there, too, is somebody can message you and ask you questions, which I like. And their platform, though, was pretty easy to navigate through. So if you are thinking about selling your jewelry, it was 20 cents to list each item, and I think it's listed for 2 months. And then you have the option to auto-renew or manually decide if you're going to renew, you know, the listing. All right, so here's our French earwire. I did another messy wrap. These are really cute. The other thing I like about these earrings, when I think about my one friend from work, you know, she lost her hair and she was wearing hats a lot and scarves on her head because, of course, she lost her hair. And she was wearing very extravagant. She never really wore very long earrings before, but, you know, with no hair and just wearing things close to her head, the earrings took on a whole new meaning. So if you know somebody that's going through this, that likes long earrings, this idea is fun because all the attention is on the earring and not the fact that they're lost their hair or they're wearing a, you know, a scarf on their head or anything like that. But I really like the way these turned out. I love the sparkle. I love the movement. You know, I love movement. And you've got your breast cancer awareness charm. It's got a cute butterfly, a cute tassel, pearls. It's girly and sparkly and very festive and hopeful and happy, I think. So earring number 2. Love it. All right. Maybe we should do an earring number 3. Let me think about that a second. There are some other... Oh, I love these. I love these. These are Czech. I love these Czech flowers. I do want to use these. I just think they're so pretty. And maybe we'll do something with these bows with them. Because I think the combination of these two together is adorable. I like that. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do a Czech bead. Really cute. These also came from Jessie James Beads. And maybe I'll pull out some hot pink. I like mixing the different tones of pink. Maybe we'll do some white bicones. Pick up a little white. And then maybe we'll put, I would like to stack some gold and some silver. You know what we'll do? Maybe we'll sandwich these between these hematite. I like stacking different textures. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to put these on a head pin. So if you're curious ever about what something looks like, you can always just throw it on a head pin and see. And that's what I'm going to do here now because I'm curious about how that's going to look. I think it's going to look really cute. Little spacer bead sandwich. I like that. We're going to do that for sure. Okay, so I think, you know what? Now that I'm looking, I kind of like these pottery beads, but they're kind of the same tone though. I'm going to go with the darker ones. What do y'all? I wish I could take a poll before I do this. Yeah. Well, the good news is I have tons of these. I can always get more charms and try that too. The possibilities are endless. That's what's fun about making jewelry, of course. So we're going to go ahead and hang these. I don't think that that loop head pin's going to work for that either, but let's try it. This also might be too small, but we'll give it a try. Let me just open him up. Oh yes, that will work. Nice. Okay, cool. So now we have our charm. And I think I want a white. No, let's do this. Let's do our sandwich. Sometimes the biggest dilemma is what order to put things in, right? The good news is you can always change it. So let me take a look at that. I think I want that on the top. I'm going to put this little white bead. That's cute. Yeah, this morning, since it was so cool, when I drank my coffee, I don't know, I just realized coffee tastes really good when it's cold out. Which, I don't know why that's an epiphany for me, because it got real big in Seattle. Isn't Seattle cold? But that was my big deep thought for the morning. Wow, this tastes so good when it's 40 degrees out. I'm so silly. Okay, so I'm just going to make a regular loop. So I'm going to bend this at a 90-degree angle. And we're going to come in and cut some of this away. And then we're going to take our round nose and we're just going to walk this back. Oops. That's the other thing about Etsy shops. You got to take pictures, and lots of them. And then you got to edit the pictures. So, big learning curve, but I will walk you through my journey if you want. So let's add these guys. This is really cute. Definitely going to put these in the shop. Then you got to figure out how to price your stuff. And there's so many different ways. Everybody has a different way. Aren't those cute? I like those a lot. So, let me move some things aside here. And I will get a white piece of paper so it's easier to see everything. I need to make the mates, but I'll do those off camera. So we've got the dangle extravaganza. We have pretty check flower with the bow. And then we have the pearls and the hearts. I like them. I really like all of them for different reasons. But aren't those fun? And you can just pull all your pink beads out, you know, mix your metals and just play with the combinations of how you're stacking things and add some chain, you know, make them really unique, you know, use some hot pink. I would love to make some with these miracle beads too, these real crazy fun beads. Just pull all this pink you have out of your stash and go to town. And you can see it doesn't take much for it to just really turn out nice. And I know we talk a lot about color theory and mixing colors, but sometimes it's nice to just use a simple colorway and a few, you know, you can add interest by mixing the metals. If you're using a simple colorway, you can still add interest that way. And also, you know, the drama with the sparkles, and also that you've got matte and crackle and shiny. So you're playing with texture here. So there's still lots of visual interest, even if you're using just, you know, hues and tones of one color. So thanks for joining me tonight, honoring everybody's fight with the breast cancer monster. And I just say prayers daily that they find a cure and that people don't lose their loved ones over this terrible disease. And so if you can, you know, 10% donated if you get this mix. I will link it in my description. If you liked the craft wire, I will put Softflex website for sure. I will link also my new Etsy shop if you want to take a look. There's not much there to see. There's only 5 items. But I'll be adding things daily, weekly. I have a lot of jewelry made, as you saw with my finished jewelry updates. So it's not like I don't have inventory. It's just a matter of getting it loaded on there. And I'll share with you, you know, how that's going. It's exciting. A little nerve-wracking because there's lots of jewelry out there. But hopefully, you know, somebody, some kind soul will decide they want to buy something. Who knows? And I can continue to bring you awesome content and color theory and stuff like that. Also, if you're new to this channel, I'd love to have you subscribe and like. We have a very vibrant, very fun group of Facebook folks in my group called Marcie Creates. I will also link that in the description. We share beautiful gemstones, inspirational color palettes, and we share jewelry design. And it's a nice forum for people to ask questions if they have questions. If you feel stuck and you need some inspiration, or just somebody to put a pat you on the back and say, hey, it's okay. You know, take a deep breath, make something simple. I think somebody just this week was saying that they just were staring at their beads. They didn't know where to start. Hey, we all feel that way. So we very nice-minded group of people in that Facebook group. So please join if you would like. If not, I'm on Pinterest, Marcie Creates, and then Space Studio if you just want to see color inspiration, because I have a bunch of boards on color. Thanks for watching tonight. Be looking forward to, like I said, a new color theory class coming up with the new bargain bead box. We're going to be, I think I showed you the palette already, but we'll be adding some things to that to make fall jewelry. And make yourself some Think Pink, Bead Pink, Pink Warrior jewelry. And I will see you on the next video. Please take care of yourselves.